Yo, what's up, guys? And have you seen in the title, they messed up again in Bandai fashion and they released the information for the Gorosei that they were supposed to release in a couple days from now. So we're gonna go dive in and see how they did with them and if it was worth the while for waiting all this time to complete the 5 pieces of this Gorosei puzzle. What we want to see is a TND orb generator because we have a TND boost from Jupiter but no way to get TND orbs. We want a color affinity, and we want a TND boost effect to help with the super tandem effect of Jupiter. Other than that, I think they could do some other cool stuff, but as long as we see those things, it should be good to go. So, as expected, it's going to be quick, driven, and some other units. So, in this case, Powerhouse and Marcus Mars is going to be strength driven and shooter or fighter or something, or slasher. So the special is a damage dealing special, which is a good thing. It's to one enemy though, which is not good because we like to be for all enemies. Reduces bind by 20 turn as a special. I'm assuming his sailor is going to be reducing bind completely on him, and he boosts type effects color affinity, which is what we said we needed, up to 5, just like the rest of them. We have orb boost from Jupiter, attack boost from Saturn, and now we have color affinity from WARCURY. And we can see here he has tandem boost and the damage limit effect. So yeah. So now we just need something to generate tandem orbs, which I'm assuming is going to be the bird guy. Increase damage to delayed enemies by up to 1.5. Okay, not a huge multiplier, but cool. And when every type is on the crew, ignores enemy status and applies increased damage taken by 1.75. 1.75 is not a great multiplier, but given that they get a huge amount of attack buffs or boosts, they go up to 10, 13 with these buffs. 1.7 is reasonable. It just becomes an issue when you use him alone without the other Gorosei. This 1.75 is not a big multiplier, but nonetheless it goes through immunity, which is a good thing. As a captain, he buffs quick, driven, powerhouse by up to 6, normal. Mixed crews, quick and recovery orbs matching. If this character is captain, basically has some other hits excellent. Basically, just like the rest of the Gorosei and the rest of the latest Super Sugos. When they get hit excellent, they get extra buffs to some tags. In this case, it's gonna be 5 others: Celestial Dragon and Navy. If the crew has type effects, boost, which is the color affinity, or if the crew uses a special to further boost type effect, treats the effect as a modifier to the type effect boost and further increase the effect amount. So basically, like a bunch of gibberish to just say that he passively buffs the color affinity buff that any type of units launches on your team, including himself, probably. So it's gonna be increased. And finally, if we have a certain tag, classic attack and HP, minus 15 cooldowns if they're captain. And is this? And every type is on the crew, allow damage to deal. Okay, so you have more damage limit increase if you have this guy as captain and have the 5 others with him or Navy, which is good for Kizuna. So you want to bring him as captain for Kizuna, which is like they made it clear you want to bring him as captain here. Crewmate, driven, base stats 150. When tapping with TND slot, further increased crew damage dealt to delayed enemies. So increase the conditional buff that you have with by 0.2. I don't see him reducing the bind on himself completely, which makes this special kind of useless. You want a unit that can nullify bind on themselves. So basically, if he gets binded, he has no way to deal with it, since even as a captain, he doesn't reduce binder himself. That's an L. The super tendon boost raises boost level by 1 up to 7 or whatever. I don't know how these works. Basically extra damage, who cares. The super EX activation requirements when the crew has either 8-time color affinity just like the other ones, or probably have, yeah, just like the rest of them. If you have you have a buff that makes you go more than your HP max. Change driven character into super quick, into super driven, and quick into super driven. Reduces burn by 6 turns and 70% reduced damage taken. Classic. And can it be used as crewmate? Okay, it can be used as a crewmate. That's good. Eligible supports for only 99 cost. Basically, the only good for other Gorosei and Celestial Dragons. Reduces bind by 3 turns only. Okay. I could have expected it to be more, honestly, for being so exclusive. And for the rumble effects, level 10 for 25 CG, which is a respectable cooldown. 25 is on the lower end. He targets enemies within large, ignoring defense for 1.2. Which is good for a low CG special. And when 5 driven class teammates or 5 elders target self for 100% chance to evade fixed damage, 100% chance to evade ignored defense ignoring damage, and 100% chance to evade percentage damage. So basically, he is immune to damage outside of normal attacks for 20 seconds. On a 25 CT, I wonder how it's gonna work, but this has the potential to be pretty OP, pretty broken. Actually, yeah, the specials that are based on attack and don't go through defense work against him. So yeah, I mean, it's good. Still pretty broken. We saw how it works on the new Luffy, and it makes him pretty resilient, especially in GP and other game modes. When 5 driven class teammates are on the team, 5 others, self CT speed level 5, basically reduces this even more. Like, this is like pretty huge. 1.2 on a low CT, ignoring defense. He's gonna be dishing some crazy damage, and he's gonna be spamming it. And targets government for a navy for level 3 shield. Who cares? For 20 seconds. The rumble ability targets quick type driven level 7 attack and level 5 defense. When remaining HP is 50 or below, targets self for special CT speed level 5. So he's gonna be spamming even more when he's low HP. Good luck dealing with damage from this guy. It's gonna be pretty cancerous. When you have 5 driven or 5 elders, self shield level 5. Again, 5 driven or 5 elders. Oh, he can. Holy shit. He can revive 2 times. Oh my god. Yeah, this guy is gonna be a menace. Navy and War Government for blowaway, percentage level 5 and defense level 5. Yeah, this his PvP kit is gonna be an issue. Basically, it's meta changing. It's gonna go into the new Driven team that has Luffy and Boa Hancock. GP burst, blow away 6 times. Huh. On difference is the blow away. Okay. 6 times. This is a weird requirement. This is kind of like not reliable. We have to see it in practice to see how reliable to do this. The target's Dex Quick Driven Powerhouse, 400% chance to evade percent damage. Meh. And the targets all enemies for 6,000 damage. I'm not a big fan of this this burst. The leader, basically quick and 5 others, bunch of buffs. Driven and Powerhouse, a bunch of buffs. And Navy of Government, a bunch of buffs. Basically, he gives them also blow away percentage, so it's easier to satisfy this requirement. His normal PvP is crazy. His GP is I'm not a big fan. I don't think it's gonna be a good special. Probably need more damage than this. Some damage that goes through defense, or like 10,000 or something to make it even worth it. His normal kit, I'm not a fan of the bind without having a sailor that can reduce bind on himself. The rest are pretty standard, pretty high damage. The captain is pretty nice to have, basically for free, extra damage above the damage limit that they imposed on us. Overall, it's a solid unit. It's what we expected with his Gundam boost and his color affinity for the Gorsei.